Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the offense out for their first possession. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
And now the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense in hurry-up mode. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
It's 2nd down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The offense now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a 1st sack of the game.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. He's running out of time here. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offense coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Arizona Wildcats offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety is going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from the...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Down he goes, a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, really starts to wear you out.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing, and frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. It's a quick grab. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. A much-needed score. Kirk trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Cole. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eludes the rush. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Close to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return begins in. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So second down after the incompletion.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
The Slaughter were able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense ready to start this drive. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Picks up one. Now, a fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Quarterback drops back, makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter. Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play.
Hold it.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Motion now from the tight end. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. New set of downs for the offense, first and 10. And here's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's second down. He'll ride the back again here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. And they'll give it to the back.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Defense not pressing this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's an out route, the catch made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Crucial third down play after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle, it's Harris. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here. Looking to throw yet again. And this pass is caught. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Bites off a defender. Game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Coming up, second down and goal. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losers,